Often when people think of veggie stock, many people think it's bland, but there is a way to make it super flavorful. I also find it easier to make than stocks with bones. Here's what you need to make a flavorful veggie stock. 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 large yellow onion, 2 carrots, 2 celery sticks, 1 leek, 4 cloves of garlic smashed or minced, 4 sprigs of thyme, 4 sprigs of parsley, 4 bay leaves, 1 teaspoon of black peppercorns, or more if you like, and 10 cups of water, and some salt. Roughly chop your vegetables. You don't need to eat them, so bigger pieces are okay. Part of getting deep flavor in this recipe is letting the onions cook down and brown on the edges. As the onions, celery, and carrots cook a little longer, cut your herbs. Add the leeks and cook for a couple of minutes. Then throw in your herbs and spices and give them a stir. Add a splash of water to get the brown, flavorful bits at the bottom. Bring the stock to a boil, then turn down to a simmer for 30 to 40 minutes. Let the ingredients meld together. It'll start to smell absolutely delicious, like you want to eat it right now. Add salt when everything is cool and strained. Store in an airtight container in the fridge for a week. You can also freeze for 6 months. A little side note before we continue about saving fresh herbs. Cut the stems, place them in a glass of water, and throw a gallon freezer bag or the plastic bag from the store over them. This will keep them in the fridge for up to 2 weeks. This homemade ranch dressing recipe is so good. It has so much flavor that you will never buy ranch again. Here's what you need. A half a cup of mayonnaise. I think the type you use makes a huge difference. I used an avocado oil-based mayo. The flavor is very different from regular mayo. You also need a half a cup of tangy yogurt, half a cup of buttermilk, 1 teaspoon dried dill, 1 teaspoon dried parsley, 1 teaspoon chives, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon lemon juice, and freshly ground black pepper to taste. Mix all the ingredients and store them in an airtight container for up to 2 weeks. Last but not least, cornbread from scratch is the best type of cornbread. I like my cornbread on the sweeter side, so this recipe is for sweet cornbread. You'll need a half a cup unsalted butter, melted, 1.5 cups of yellow or white cornmeal, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, leveled, 6 tablespoons sugar, 1.5 teaspoons baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 1/4 of a cup of buttermilk. I've used milk in the past and it comes out fine, and 3 large eggs. Mix the dry ingredients first in a large bowl. Make a well in the center and add the wet ingredients. Stir until just combined. If you overstir, you might lose the airiness of the batter. As the oven is preheating, put your 8-inch oven-proof skillet in it. When you are ready to add the batter to the skillet, carefully pull it out of the oven. Coat it with butter to make it non-stick and get a crispy edge, the best part in my opinion. Let cool for 15 minutes before serving.